Before continuing with this video, please check the description for any new or updated information related to this content. The network transform is a component included with Mirror that will sync up your object's position with other clients on the server. There's also a network transform child component, which will do the same, but for objects which are children of your parent transform, and we'll be covering that as well. To start, I have a prefab, which is just a cube. I have the network identity component attached to it. This is so the object can exist over the network. And I have a network transform script attached to it. This prefab is what I have set as the player prefab inside my network manager. The first detail of the network transform is the compress rotation. You have none for no compression, much for some, and lots if you want to drastically compress the rotation. And lastly, you have no rotation if you don't want to update the rotation on this object. Next, you have client authority. When this is checked, any changes you make to the object on the client side are sent to the server and then updated to the other players. This is great for if you are setting up and you just want to get your project going. However, you probably want to untick this when you publish your game, because if someone were to teleport their player on their local computer, then that would update to the server and they would also teleport to other players, which makes it easy to cheat. If you were to untick client authority, then the server would be responsible for moving this transform, and then it would send those updates to other players. That way, if you were to move it locally, that wouldn't apply to the server. You would be responsible for telling the server how to move this object, and the server would check to make sure that that logic is okay and then move the object. It would then synchronize it with other players, including the owning player. I won't go into detail how to do that because there are many ways to go about it depending on how you're controlling your character. So for now, we're going to leave this ticked. Next, you have network sync mode. Your options are observers and owner. With observers selected, everyone will get the updates to this transform's position and rotation. When owner is selected, only the owner of the object will get the updates. Typically, the network transform would be set to observers. Very last, you have network sync interval. You'll see this as well, the network sync mode, on a lot of Mirror scripts. This is how often this data is synced with the network. As you can see, it's set to 0.1, which is 100 milliseconds. I have a script on this cube, which is called randomized position. I'm not going to go into details too much. All it does is it teleports the cube around randomly, and there's a spear behind it, which you can see, and it teleports that around the cube as well. I need to delete this from my scene because I'm going to spawn it at runtime, and then I'm going to go ahead and make a build and show you what this looks like. Now with my build up, I'm going to run Unity, and I'm going to connect it as a LAN host. Now I'm going to go over to my executable and I'll connect it as a LAN client. You can see that the cube is sync in position as it moves around on my LAN host here in Unity. However, the spear is not syncing up, and that's because I don't have a network transform child component on there. You probably noticed that it was moving very slowly towards the target as well. Network transform is designed for smooth movements, although it will teleport over great distances. Generally, when you need to teleport something though, you'll use remote calls. Now let's set up that network transform child component. So I'm going to drag my prefab back into the scene, and I'm going to add the network transform child component to it. You can see the options are pretty much identical. The only difference is you now have a target field, which is where you drop in the component you want to synchronize. Also, it's important that the network transform and network transform child is on the topmost parent object. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my spear, which is inside the prefab within the target field, and then I'm going to save my prefab and then remove it from the scene again. Like before, I'm just going to make another build and demonstrate this working. Going to Unity, where I will start as a LAN host again, and back to the executable where I will connect as a LAN client. And now you can see that the spear is updating as well with the cube.